Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video where, at a request of a subscriber, I'm going to be looking at all the Chrome plugins on my browser and show you how they are vital for doing KDP research. Now, my name's Marles and I do videos on how to make it, keep it and grow it, and that's your money I'm talking about. And if you like videos like that, hit the subscribe button and also smash that notification bell to receive notification of when I do more videos like this. And if you do like it, give old Captain Paul the thumbs up. So someone asked me about all the Chrome plugins that I have on my browser, and I'm going to go through each one, some of them very quickly because they don't really apply to the old KDP business, but you still may find some of them useful in just in general your productivity and organisation of all your information you have. Now, before I go into that, someone asked me, why do I wear a captain's hat? Well, I'm captain and live on full-time my own boat, which you can see around me here. I've been living on this full-time nearly a year now, and it's sort of been a bit of a renovation and building project which I've done over the last 12 months. And yeah, it's a place I love to live. It's on a river near the sea, and I just like the calm and tranquility of living here. And yes, it's sort of a houseboat if you like. I've been building walls, bedrooms, shower. Built all the bookshelves and that wall at the back there, new ceiling in, many different jobs, putting in plumbing. And here's a little fact that none of you will know because I haven't mentioned it before, but I was in the Merchant Navy as a ship's doctor in the 90s, and I was actually a ship's doctor on the Love Boat from the show. That's when I had more hair. So let's go through all my Chrome plugins. Now I'll whiz through a lot of these, and then the ones that are more applicable to the KDP world I'll slow down and tell you how useful they are. Now first of all, I have this plugin here, which is LastPass. This is essential for me. It keeps all my passwords in one place, so I just have one login, and then it will autofill all the usernames and passwords to all the different sites that I access, so I can completely forget about them, don't have to remember them. Then there's Clip to Evernote. Now Evernote is a place, I think I subscribe to I think it's a pro version, which is $5 a month, I recall. And this is a place where you can write, you can journal, you can clip web pages, blogs, articles, store them all in one place, and they're all searchable with tags. You can search all the text in there, and it's very easy to use. This is just the clipper for Evernote. So if we just click on that, you'll see. And this is just inside Tangent Templates. I wouldn't be saving this, but you can clip an article, a simplified article, a full page, and save that to Evernote. And again, it's searchable at a later date. Then the next one we have is Google Docs Offline. It's pretty explanatory. If you're using Google Docs, it allows you to use the docs without being connected to the internet. Then we've got Keeper. Now, I was running an Amazon FBA business for a couple of years selling used books, which was quite profitable, required a lot of work. And what this plugin does, if we go to something like Amazon and just scroll down, it gives this view here, which is a graph of all the prices, and this is over the last few months by the looks of it, and it'll tell you how the price has varied over that period of time on Amazon, on people selling them new, people selling them used. And it's very good if you are selling on Amazon to get an idea of the trend in prices and what sort of prices you should be aiming to sell your items at, particularly if you want to get the buy box. Not so much for used books, but if you're selling other items. I was selling toys as well, brand new toys, and if you want to try and get the buy box, you have to do research on the prices. The next plugin was Merch Tools. Now this was for doing merch by Amazon. I will click on that. I've not used this for a while. Okay, it's not going to do much. I think this was more for editing your uploads. Now Merch by Amazon is producing t-shirts, merch like hoodies, vests. And I was doing that for a little while, still doing it, but not much now. I get a little bit of income every month, a bit of passive income. If you are a graphic designer into that type of thing, it's a very good way of earning passive income, and there are people out there earning lots of money creating merch. Now I haven't used this for a while, I can't even remember what I've used it for, so I'm going to go ahead and actually remove it from Chrome. So I'm going to use this video also as a way to slimline my plugins. Now, Pretty Merch, again, that was a Merch by Amazon related plugin. I'll click on that. Can't remember quite what it did. No, nothing comes up there. Delete. Remove from Chrome. I can always upload them again if I find that I need them. Same for this one, Merch Research. Can't remember what that did now. Oh, this was part of the Merch Informer, which is very good place if you are doing merch to subscribe to them. They give lots of useful tools. I think this was just basically a tool to do keyword research on merch, but I actually subscribe to Merch Informer, so I don't need this. So let's delete, remove from Chrome. And then the next one, oh, this is Trezor Password Manager. Now I have a Trezor wallet. If you don't know what that is, it's useful for two reasons. Now I was 2017-18 trading in Bitcoin. It's something I'm going to be looking at again very soon, and this is what they call a Bitcoin wallet. It's an electronic wallet for things like Bitcoin and all the other cryptocurrencies. Stores them safe on there so that they can't be hacked into. It's safer than storing your Bitcoin on exchange sites, which are regularly being hacked into, and there's a risk that you can lose your Bitcoins altogether. I also have another wallet here. It's called a Ledger wallet. Again, similar sort of thing. You can store Bitcoin, various different cryptocurrencies, Ledger. I can't remember the others off the top of my head now. Again, very good device. And also, usefully, the Trezor can also be used as, I think it's second factor login. So things like Google, you can use this to authenticate your login. So neat little bit of kit. Can't remember how much I paid for one of these. I think it might have been around the £100 mark, $120 mark. Okay, that was in 2017. Interestingly, if you are into Bitcoin, or if you are into Bitcoin, you'll probably know this anyway, that towards the end of this year is what's called the halving, where the amount of Bitcoin that's being produced is going to be halved. And that's often associated each year, if you look at the graphs, with an increase in price. So from about June, July onwards, we might start to see an increase in the Bitcoin price. So if you are into that type of thing, it's worthwhile keeping an eye on that, and I certainly will. And I bought a good book recently. I will tell you about it in another video about trading cryptocurrencies, in particular Bitcoin. So I'm going to be looking at that. Where are we now? Okay, we've got keywords everywhere. This is a vital plugin. If you're doing KDP and doing any sort of research on keywords, which you need to be doing if you're going to be making money, if you're going to succeed at low content, no content books. And what this does is, if we go to Amazon again and do a search, I'll put in something like dot to dot. And what it does here, if you can see down the left hand side, it gives you these search numbers on Google per month for particular keywords. And if you're doing a search on Google itself, let's put in dot to dot. This is just an example. It also provides ideas for keywords in the right hand margin. I pay $10 for this, which gives you 100,000 search credits. So here you've got volumes of search, cost per click on Google, and this looks like some sort of competition score. Don't know what that is exactly, but it's good for doing keyword research, getting ideas of additional keywords. Keywords that may not appear in the Amazon search bar. Highly recommended. So you can use the free version, but you don't get the search volumes per month. $10 lasted me about 7 months of doing searches, and I do a lot of keyword research, so pretty cheap to use. This one here is called text only mode. If we go back to Amazon and I do a search for, say, iPhone, now you've got this and it shows all the graphics here. Now if you've got limited bandwidth, which I did, then it will remove all the graphics. So if we click on there, it removes all the graphics, so reduces the amount of bandwidth when you're doing Amazon searches. Now I don't know if you've ever monitored your bandwidth that you use on your computer, but Amazon searches seems to use a lot. Yeah, I was quite amazed. So it just reduces the amount of bandwidth you're using. I keep that because I sometimes still use it because all my internet is done on mobile broadband because I'm on the boat. I don't have a physical landline. Could have, but I also choose not to for other reasons, which again, if you want to, we can go into in another video. Now this one's Amazon keyword tool. I don't use that that much, but if you were to put book in the search, go to Amazon Marketplace, tick on Amazon.com, generate keywords, and this will generate numbers of keywords for you. In fact, I can't actually get it to work at the moment, as I have not used this probably for about a year. It just provided additional keywords, but to be honest, using the Amazon search bar, keywords everywhere, and another plugin that I'm going to come to in a moment, that's more than enough to get all the keywords you actually need. So what are we going to do with this? Remove from Chrome. Let's embrace a bit of minimalism. Next one here is something called Artwork Automation Downloader. There's a YouTuber blogger called Michael Essick who's very much into merch, and he has this system of storage of all your designs, because if you're producing designs for t-shirts, for notebooks, and you've got this big catalogue of designs, I mean, that is your intellectual property. That is something that's got value and is worth something to somebody. So it's a way of keeping them all together, and then if you ever wanted to sell a business or sell all your designs, they're all there in one place and catalogued. So that's useful. I'll keep that. Next one here, fantastic if you're doing KDP. It's been such a time saver for me, and it's called the Tangent Templates List Helper. Now if we go to Tangent Templates, which I bought, I think it's around about the $50 mark. Absolutely worth every penny. I'll just quickly show you. It's got all these interiors that you can download, you know, say 120 pages of a particular size. There's just so much going on here, it's fantastic. But this plugin is for the listing helper. And what you can do is create a template for a listing. So say you might have 10, 20 books of a similar theme that you wanted to upload to Amazon. Rather than going through and typing all the common bits, you can store them as a template. Now you could store the title, subtitle as a template. You probably would, well, I haven't done that because all my titles and subtitles are different, but you might want to save a general title, general subtitle, which you can then go and just change aspects of. Again, you could save a template for a description. You could save common keywords that you're using in a listing, your author name that you're going to use for the books, and the categories that you're going to publish the books in. So you put all that in and you click save, you give it a name and click save. And then when you go to your KDP upload, you can auto-populate those bits and pieces that you've saved. So you would be here on the upload bit of the first page of the KDP upload, and you would click on the list helper, and then you would click on the listing that you've saved. I'm not going to do that because that will give away all my books. And then you just click on the template that you've saved, and it will fill out all the boxes that you saved in that template. And again, if you're publishing lots of books, this was absolutely, for me, a godsend, a real time saver. And I will show you another app soon for those that are on Apple that's called Alfred, that was also I use as a combination with this, which is again a huge time saver. And then we come to AMZ Suggestion Expander. Again, this is a great a great keyword tool. If we put in just iPhone as an example, we've got our normal listings, search listings from Amazon on the left hand side, and AMZ Suggestion Expander will give us all these extra keywords that we can use and then go and do more research on them. And again, can't emphasize the secret to selling books or anything on Amazon, most platforms for that matter, is the keyword research. Find out what people are searching for and give it to them. It's as simple as that. A lot of people complicate keyword research, but it is really that simple. So I use this plugin all the time. Next one here is vidIQ. This is for my YouTube channel. It gives useful stats on your channel, useful stats on other people's channels. It is vital for, again, keyword research. Being successful on YouTube, again, is all about keyword research. Obviously, you've got to produce a decent content, but if you're not doing keyword research, giving people what they're actually searching for, it's very difficult to get your videos found. I'm going to do a video on that and about my YouTube channel because I've recently reached the 1,000 subscriber mark and also reached the crucial 4,000 hour mark, which is what you need then to start monetizing your YouTube channel. And I did that reasonably quickly. And again, I think that all came down to a lot of keyword research. TubeBuddy, very similar to vidIQ. I pay for vidIQ. Again, I think it's about $5 a month. I don't subscribe to TubeBuddy, so I don't use that. I should delete it, but I'm going to keep that on there because I might give it a go because obviously I'm doing a lot with YouTube. This one here is a Merch by Amazon trademark protection. Again, this is with Merch Informer, who I mentioned earlier. And this, if you're doing Merch by Amazon, is absolutely vital. What this does, if you're a subscriber, is when you upload a design to Merch by Amazon with your titles, description, the big issue with Merch by Amazon is trademarks and not using other people's trademarks. And what this will do is when you list an item, it will check all your wording to make sure you're not infringing on somebody's trademark, because it's a common reason for people's listings to get refused and even for people to get their Merch by Amazon account banned or shut down. So that is essential if you're doing Merch by Amazon. This next one is Book Report. I don't use this at the moment. If you're earning less than $1,000 a month, it's free, and it gives very good, useful stats on the books that you're selling. Your different author titles, your different book titles, and it gives you an overall view of how much you're selling, and you can really drill down on your stats. Again, that's very useful. I don't use it at the moment, but I am going to subscribe to that. The next one is Unicorn Smasher. Again, this is a great one for doing research on your books. Let's just have a quick look. Let's put in handwriting practice books. I use this for researching what the bestsellers ranks are of the books. Rather than keep scrolling down and looking at them all, you can just click on Unicorn Smasher and it will populate this box with all the pricings of the books and also the bestsellers ranks. So this is all in one quick place. So you can get an idea of how much books are selling for in your niche, and you can get an idea of the rankings of the books. I use the rankings when I'm coming to look at what keywords I'm going to target, and you can just click on rankings and list them in order as well. So you can pick the top 3, 4, 5 rankings on the first page and see what they are, and then decide whether a particular keyword is worth pursuing. And the next one is DS Amazon Quick View. Again, an essential one to save time. When you do a listing, when you do a search on Amazon, what this plugin will give you this box here, and it's a quick way, if you scroll down, of looking at the bestsellers ranks, and also it gives you the ASIN number if you wanted to then save that for further research. So it just saves you a little bit of extra time, and you can scroll down quickly and have a look at the bestsellers ranks. Although with the Unicorn Smasher, you can do that in one table as well. That's all my plugins. Now, I did mention about an app I use on my MacBook, so I'll go and open that and I'll show you what that is. It's just a little extra. It's called Alfred. It's great for speeding up your listings of books if you are uploading. Okay, so This is what Alfred does. We're on there. It's a Mac app. Now it has many functions. One of them is something called snippets, where you can associate to hotkeys or to a menu short phrases. Again, useful if you're doing uploads of things like merch by Amazon and books. But this is what I used it for. Now if we go to the spreadsheet I used on a recent video, I'll link above, about uploading a book to Amazon KDP, we have our spreadsheet. Now you could copy each section, then go to the KDP upload, paste it in there, go back, copy, which is fair enough. However, what this app will allow you to do is, if we just go over a cell, copy, go over the next cell, copy, and then go to the description, copy, and then you can go to your KDP upload page, click on the book title, click Alt Command C, and it gives you this menu of the things you've just copied. So you could click on notebook and it will fill out that box. Again, don't fill out the next box, go to the description below here, Alt Command C gives you the menu box of what we've copied, click on there. And it does save time, and if you are doing lots of uploads, and combined with the tangent template lister that I mentioned earlier, you can really get your uploads done quite quickly. So that's it for now. I hope that was useful. If you did find it useful, give it a thumbs up, make sure you hit the subscribe button, smash the notification bell, and until next time, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.